It's meant to help Aussie workers squirrel away enough of their hard-earned to set up a comfortable retirement. But Super's also providing the super wealthy with a super convenient way to slash their tax bills and set their kids up for life.
Superannuation has become a tax-preferred savings vehicle, basically a taxpayer-funded inheritance scheme for so many Australians.
Basically, if you make a voluntary super contribution to a self-managed fund worth more than $1.7 million, you swerve the top income tax rate of 45% and instead pay a knockdown rate of 15%. That adds up to a lot more than loose acorns. At last count, Australia has 32 self-managed funds worth $100 million plus. One's worth more than $500 million. And super tax concessions currently cost the budget $36 billion a year. By 2040, they're expected to cost more in lost revenue than the aged pension itself. The new Financial Services Minister is keen to close the super loophole.
When you've got a structural budget deficit and $1 trillion worth of debt, you can't leave these things alone. They've had a good run, but we want to ensure that we tidy these things up. Frankly, should have been done ages ago.
He reckons that while there should be rewards for those who do get ahead, there are too many people taking the proverbial.
Capping super balances at $2 million is about the right level. It would affect something like 80,000 people in Australia. Someone with $2 million in their super is probably going to be earning a tax-free income of $130,000. That's much more than what the average person needs to survive on in retirement.
But financial services types are far from convinced.
Superannuation is meant to be there for 40 years of saving, followed by potentially 30 or 40 years of drawdown in retirement. If people lose confidence that their retirement savings will be there for them when they retire, it risks the whole structural integrity of superannuation.
Who's closest to retirement?
Who's closest to super rich? That's the real question.
I feel like I'm not going to live till 60, so I think it's unfair.
Oh, that's just...
Why? I mean, if you're shocked at that, you don't know me. Don't you be depressed, it's my life. But I feel like I don't want to put any money in super. Because I'm not going to get it.
So your solution to this loophole is to burn the whole house down?
Give us a choice.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And some people are doing this with their kids. When all your kids come and they're at the funeral, they're like, where's my money?
Yeah, that's right. And bear in mind, he won't have met any of them.
That's what I mean.
So, yeah.
They're going to come out of nowhere and then they're going to want their cash.
That's why I want an open casket. So at least for one time in my life, we can look each other in the eye.
Well, you have your eyes open.
In an open casket?
Yeah, that's
I've never seen
disturbing.
one. Yeah.
I think they close them.
No, but in his case, they'll have to get them open because the whole point.
Otherwise, they'll have to. How do they get them open?
Okay, to my kids out there, if you're at my funeral, I've got an open casket, you can pick my eye open. Daddy gives you permission.
What a great
Fill your
dad.
pockets with cash, and they can also just lean in.
Wrong pocket.